finished a fascinating book, Elon Musk, biography by Walter Isaacson. Fantastic read, really highly recommend it. And you know, when you go into these kind of biographies of contemporary famous individuals, you're a little skeptical. It's just kind of a show-offy tell-all. But I learned a lot from this particular book in terms of success, in terms of striving for success at all costs, and how to frame all these in the Jewish perspective. And I want to share with you one thought that I just shared with some of the women in our weekly Wednesday night women's class. And this is as follows. We have something called the Amidah. It is our private daily dialogue with God, called the Shemona Esrei, because it's from the number 18. There's 18 blessings in it. The law is that we have to stand, put our feet together, and we are in silent dialogue with God, but really also with ourselves, to help clarify for ourselves what kind of lives we want. And it's called the Amidah, which literally means to stand. And in the Amidah, the first three blessings are the most significant. The first one is the most significant out of the first three. The first blessing, really, the theme is kindness. Chesed, kindness. We mentioned Abraham. We mentioned the word kindness a few times in that blessing. And the second immediate blessing following is called Gevurot, which means might, which is the act of restraining, of self-discipline, of now that we've talked about God's incredible altruism and all that He gives us abundantly over and over again on a nanosecond, instantly in our lives every day, we then talk about the fact that ultimately we're helpless without Him, and He puts us in a situation where we need His constant daily supervision and assistance. This yin and yang, the ability to dominate both spheres and live in this perfect harmonious balance of being a complete, total altruistic giver, at the same time being totally dependent upon that entity and being totally subservient to it, is not something any human being can inhabit. It's too hard, it's too difficult, certainly at the same time, and even in the course of a lifetime, it's very, very difficult. And this is one major lesson amongst many, but just one I want to touch on that I learned from the book. Because Elon Musk has one overall driving focus. And this is what the book hammers home. And at page 50, I was laughing. At page 200, I was chuckling. But by the end of the book, I was not laughing anymore. Because he is dead serious on this one overarching singular goal. And that is to make humanity a multi-planetary species. In other words, he feels that there will be no life left on Earth. Earth is not a sustainable home for the human race. And it is his job, based on whatever, insight he has growing up, to enable humanity to leave this planet and to really get to Mars or other planets. And everything that he does and all the money that he makes is poured back into that singular laser-like focus and vision. And he will do anything to get there because he feels like he's doing it the best for humanity. And he will stomp on people, he will hurt people, he will make you cry in public, he will berate you, much like Steve Jobs, also written by a book, the biography of which was written by the same author, interestingly. And so there's only one goal, one focus, and I will obliterate everything in my way because ultimately it's for the betterment of humanity. A noble goal, but littered with debris along the road. This is not the way of God to make a great separation. He is somehow able to inhabit two worlds. The world of being Zocher Chazdei Avot, as we say in the first blessing of the Amidah, remembering the kindness of the forefathers and giving us absolutely everything that we ever could have imagined. At the same time, Mi chamocha ba'al gevurot, as we say in the second blessing. Who is like you, the master of almighty things? There is nothing duplicated like him. There is nothing comparable to that reality that he inhabits. Being the yin and the yang, being the total altruistic giver, at the same time being the thing that we are so dependent upon, and not even blowing up of any ego. This beautiful harmonious balance that only God can inhabit. At the same time, he wants us to inhabit that balance as well somehow. Are we meant to make 6 companies that change the world for the better, sometimes for the bad, like Elon Musk did? I don't know, probably not. But whatever we do in our lives, whether it's building companies, building families, building communities, we must try to strive to emulate God and achieve this harmonious balance. Being a giver, but also realizing nothing is ultimately from us. It's all with his guiding, loving hand. And as we go into Passover season, cleaning, getting ready, spending money, let's have this harmonious balance in mind as we enter this beautiful, beautiful time of year where we celebrate our freedom and the Jewish people's freedom. May we see that freedom come, God willing, to our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel. Amen, very soon. Shabbat Shalom.